All stories shared on the Revenge Flame channel are submitted by our subscribers or created by us, inspired by real-life events we have experienced or witnessed. We upload new stories every day for your entertainment. We hope you enjoy them. Thank you. Leo slumped in the hospital bed, his leg in a cast from the car wreck that had nearly claimed his life. The painkillers dulled the ache, but nothing could numb the betrayal unfolding before him. Scarlett, his wife of 8 years, hovered by his side, her emerald eyes flickering with feigned concern. "Honey, you need rest," she cooed, tucking the blanket around him. But Leo had overheard her whispered phone call in the hallway. "Vibrant, I can't wait any longer. Once he's out, we'll be free." Vibrant was her yoga instructor, a chiseled guy from the gym with a flashy smile and a loft in downtown Seattle. Leo had dismissed the late-night classes as self-care, but now the pieces clicked stolen glances, secret texts, the emotional distance growing like a chasm.
Scarlett wasn't just cheating.
She was plotting to leave him broken and alone. As she leaned in for a kiss, Leo's mind raced. Revenge simmered beneath his calm facade. He wouldn't let her burn him without consequence. Back home after discharge, Leo moved like a ghost through their quiet Tacoma house. Scarlett insisted on helping him, bringing meals, fluffing pillows, even reading him bedtime stories like he was some invalid child. Every sweet gesture felt like acid now. While she showered, he unlocked her old laptop with the password she'd never changed. Their wedding date. The messages were worse than he'd imagined. Not just flirty texts, but long confessions. Leo's accident was almost a gift, Vibrant had written. "We can finally build something real." Scarlett replied with heart emojis and plans. "Soon as he's mobile again, I'll say I need space. He'll never suspect the real reason." Leo's hand shook as he photographed every damning thread. He wasn't angry yet, just cold, calculating. He started tracking her phone's location through the family app. They'd set up for safety. Every Tuesday and Thursday evening, while she claimed yoga, her dot hovered at Vibrant's downtown loft for hours. Leo smiled thinly in the dark bedroom. She wanted to play chess. He'd play better. Sunlight filtered through the blinds of their cozy Tacoma living room as Leo pretended to nap on the couch. Scarlett breezed in, smelling of lavender and lies, her phone buzzing with another message from Vibrant. "I'm heading to the store. Need anything?" she asked, her voice laced with artificial sweetness. Leo mumbled a no, watching her leave through half-closed eyes. Once her car pulled away, he hobbled to his computer, the cast thumping against the floor. He dove deeper. Bank statements showed unexplained withdrawals, dinners at fancy spots in Seattle, hotel bookings under fake names. Then the emails. Vibrant wasn't just a fling. He was her emotional anchor, the one she confided in about Leo's boring life. "You're my soulmate," she'd written. Leo's jaw clenched. He created anonymous social media accounts, friending mutual acquaintances to gather dirt on Vibrant, turns out. The guy had a history of preying on married women. Leo's plan crystallized, expose them both but make it hurt where it counted. As Scarlett returned with groceries, he hid his fury behind a grateful smile. Rain pattered against the window of Leo's home office in Tacoma, a rhythmic drumbeat matching his pounding heart. Scarlett was out again, running errands. But her phone's GPS pinpointed her at a cozy cafe near Vibrant's loft. Leo had enough evidence now, screenshots, timelines, even a private investigator's report confirming their affair. But exposure alone wasn't satisfying. He craved poetic justice. He drafted an anonymous email to Vibrant's boss at the gym, attaching photos of their trysts. "Thought you'd like to know about your instructor's side hustle," he typed. Then the twist. He hacked into Scarlett's calendar app, scheduling a romantic surprise. Dinner for the three of them at their favorite Italian spot. She'd think it was from Vibrant. Vibrant would assume Scarlett. Leo chuckled darkly, imagining the chaos. As Scarlett walked in that evening, arms full of shopping bags, he greeted her with a hug that hid his sharpening blade of vengeance. The aroma of garlic and tomato sauce filled the dimly lit Italian restaurant in Seattle's bustling district. Leo arrived early, his cast hidden under the tablecloth, a faint limp betraying his injury. He sipped Chianti, heart steady as a sniper's. Scarlett showed up next, dolled up in a red dress that screamed seduction, glancing around expectantly. "Leo, what are you doing here?" she stammered, confusion etching her flawless makeup. Before she could bolt, Vibrant sauntered in, his gym-honed physique turning heads. His eyes widened at the sight of them both. "Scarlett? This is unexpected." Leo raised his glass. "Surprise. I thought we'd celebrate my recovery together since you've both been so supportive." The air thickened with awkward silence as servers brought appetizers. Vibrant fidgeted. Scarlett paled. Leo leaned in, whispering just loud enough. "I know everything, but let's eat first." The trap snapped shut, their secrets bubbling to the surface like overcooked pasta. Candle flames danced across the table, casting shadows on Scarlett's flushed face as she pushed her uneaten ravioli around the plate. Vibrant shifted uncomfortably, his confident smirk crumbling under Leo's unblinking stare. "What's this about, man?" Vibrant finally blurted, his voice cracking like cheap glass. Leo set down his fork with deliberate calm. "It's about truth, Vibrant. About how you've been my wife's emotional escape hatch while I busted my ass providing for us." He slid a folder across the table, printouts of texts, photos, timelines. Scarlett gasped, tears welling. "Leo, it's not what you think. We just talked." Vibrant bolted upright, denying everything. But Leo's evidence was ironclad. The restaurant hushed as whispers spread. Scarlett begged forgiveness, clutching Leo's arm, but he pulled away. "You burned me when I was down. Now feel the heat." As the manager approached, sensing trouble, Leo's phone buzzed with a notification, his revenge's next phase activating. The restaurant's murmurs faded as Leo's phone lit up with a text. "Evidence delivered, family friends gym board." Scarlett sobbed. "Please, Leo, it was a mistake. I love you." Vibrant muttered excuses, sweat beading on his forehead. But Leo wasn't done. He pulled out one last printout, a mechanic's report on his wrecked car. "Brakes tampered with. And your messages. If the crash doesn't finish him, we'll try again. You didn't just cheat. You tried to kill me for the insurance payout." Scarlett's eyes widened in horror, denial crumbling. Vibrant bolted for the door. But Leo had already dialed 911. "Attempted murder," he said calmly into the phone. As sirens wailed closer, Leo stood, shedding his cast like a snake's skin, the injury minor, faked to lure them out. He whispered to Scarlett, "You burned me, but I rose from the ashes." Walking away unscathed, he left them to the cuffs, his heart finally free. And just like that, Leo walked into the night scarred but unbreakable, while the flames of betrayal consumed those who lit them. If stories of cold justice, shattered lies, and sweet, twisted revenge hit different for you, hit that subscribe button on Revenge Flame right now. We drop raw, real tales like this every week, no filters, no mercy. Don't miss the next one. Your notification bell might just save your soul, or someone else's. See you in the ashes. Subscribe to Revenge Flame.